Hello everyone, my name is Elon. I am the owner of Sinfully. I make and sell handmade home fragrances. So what I'm going to be talking about today, I do have my notes here. I'm going to be looking down a lot in this video, so I apologize in advance. But we're going to be talking about registering your business, Shopify website, and applying for certifications in women-owned and veteran-owned. I won't go too in depth of any of these topics. It's just going to be quick summaries and maybe some experiences that I've had in this last year. I've owned my business for a year now. Well, almost a year, I should say. It'll be a year this month, May 2023. Yay! But what I've been through for the last year, and hopefully this information will help somebody. I'm not a professional. Please, do your own research and, just know that my experiences may not happen to you. I'm just going to give you what I've done that has helped me, and hopefully, the steps that I messed up on and what I found out will help you not to make the same mistakes. However, again, do your own research. So that's my disclaimer. Keep that in mind. All right, so the first part is about registering your business. Now, you can register your business one or two ways. You can do LegalZoom, or you can go through your state or city, whatever, and get the form and fill it out, send it in. However, I decided, I don't feel like dealing with any of that. I had the money and paid LegalZoom to do it. I did, however, did not use LegalZoom to apply for my employer identification number because you don't have to. It's completely free. You don't have to pay someone to get that at all. You can literally just go to irs.gov, employer identification number, and, boom, you can start applying for it and get it same day after you're done applying. Just a little quick tip. Do make sure you're putting in the correct information when you're applying for your EIN number, because if you're putting in for me, and for example, Sinfully LLC, DBA Elon Jones Sinfully LLC, and here's my address. That kind of, when you're putting in your W-9 for me and my example again, for a store that I have my products in, the W-9 is not going to come up. When they put in your EIN number or whatnot, it's going to come up as invalid. So just make sure that, when you're applying for it, if you're not doing a business as, don't put that in there. That's clearly a no-brainer. I don't know why I did that. I had a moment. It was yeah, sure, whatever, put that all in. But don't do that. Just put your business name. If you want to put your name on there, like the person that's in charge of this business or owns this business, you can have your name on there. I forget exactly what part of the application it is, but you put your name, your business name, address, where you're actually doing business at. Not if you actually have an office, say in downtown Pittsburgh, put that address. But if you're at home like I am, I had to put my home address. So make sure you do that. Don't forget that. Now, you also want to make sure you apply for a sales tax license. It is extremely important that you are abiding by the laws in terms of your business. Not every state is the same. I know that for me here, my sales tax is due quarterly. And so I have to make sure that when I am doing sales, even if it's in person at shows or if it's online, I'm collecting the correct sales tax. Now, what people also are confused about is that, because I've had a few out-of-state orders, and they're well, they'll send me an email hey, you didn't collect my sales tax. And I'm well, I'm not technically legally allowed to, I'm not, technically legal to collect sales tax in another state, only just Pennsylvania. Now, with that, and please, I'm not a sales tax expert. So if you want more information, please talk to, a professional or sales tax professional about that. But it does allow you it does give you the information online on Shopify about collecting sales tax in other states and what the threshold is in order for you to start collecting sales tax in that state. Now, if you were to sell like $100,000, say the threshold was 100K, and you sell 100K, 101K in Texas, and you live in Pennsylvania, that's when you have to start, you have to get your sales tax license there and start paying the sales tax to that state. Okay, so that's what I understand. That's the gist of it that I can grasp. Maybe somebody else can get it, and I don't know the full spectrum of it, but do your own research on that. But that's why I don't have to collect sales tax in other states. I just know I'm responsible for my home state, which is Pennsylvania. Can you tell I do insurance? Because I just said home state. Anyway, no, I don't sell insurance. I sell home fragrances. But, so that's that part of registering your business. So that's really honestly the easiest part about starting a business is, one, registering the business. You don't literally have to have a product just yet. Okay, you can have like a business name, like, man, I have like this cool business idea, whatever the case may be. Register your business, get it done, do it now. Don't even have to do anything with sales tax yet, like, unless you want to, so that way you already have it, which will kind of make sense. But fine, register your business, get your sales tax license. Even if you're just filing your tax return, like your sales tax license returns or whatever, and your federal returns for your business, it's going to be zero if you're not making any sales or doing anything yet. It's fine, just long as you're honestly getting in the beat of filing your returns for your sales tax and filing your returns for your federal, and you're getting in the beat of that for your business without actually having any products yet. So just get that done. It's the easiest part of this whole thing. Next, Shopify website. Now, I use Shopify. I've tried other ones before. They're probably way easier than Shopify. However, I enjoy the flexibility of Shopify a lot, mainly because I literally can go in there and find hundreds of, if not thousands probably. I haven't searched through thousands or hundreds. I mean, I've skimmed through it. It was like, oh, that looks nice, let me try it out. And I have like multiple different like themes that are not live that I play with just to see how I feel about it. But I've only tried 2 different themes. I've tried the Craft and Dawn, and right now I believe I'm on Craft, maybe Dawn. I have to double check that. I'll put like the little thingy here on the screen, like what I have. And out of the 2, one of them, I would say the first one I've had, I want to just go with Craft. I will correct myself with the little asterisk here once I go back and edit this video. But so let's just say first one was Craft theme. And that one, I tried I wanted the black and gray and white look of my website. And no, it was not, I don't know, I just wasn't confident in it. I'm a perfectionist. A lot of business owners are, and a lot of people are, but a lot of business owners are very much perfectionists. We want things to look perfect. We want it to be as perfect as they can be. We know that it's not going to always be perfect. We are fully mentally aware that it's not going to be perfect, but we still hope. And anyway, I tried my best to make the website as best as I could. I made it as well as I can get it. I figured out some coding stuff and whatever, and I'm not a coder. My boyfriend is a data engineer, and he sat down, he was looking at the code. He's like, this is a completely in a different code language than he's used to. Like, he understands what it's saying, but he's like, he's not exactly sure what to do on it. So I had to watch some videos and whatnot. And I figured out how to do a little bit of coding within like 2 weeks, literally. Like, I was sitting over there looking like a real pro. And even, yeah, my boyfriend was like, holy smokes, how did you do that so fast? I was like, oh yeah, I'm just a fast learner, which I am. Like, you kind of have to be a fast learner. So that's what I did. And then the struggles though with Shopify was that part, really, honestly, was the coding part. Because there's certain things that you want done to your website that it wasn't too much coding. Let me not make it seem like I was just sitting here like, you gotta code. No, you don't. I was being picky and I just wanted certain things a certain way. It was like, well, how do I get Powered by Shopify off? And how do I get Venmo off of, the footer of as a payment option, because I don't want people thinking that I take Venmo when I don't, because I wouldn't be taken seriously. You know what I mean? It was little things like that I had to go figure out how to do. And like I watched videos and I found like on Shopify Help Center, how to remove the Powered by Shopify and how to remove Venmo from my payment options. And then there's something with editing the code language, and I can't tell you from step by step what I did, but I just followed the instructions and I did that. So that was my biggest struggle, was that part, was taking the certain payment methods that I don't accept off, and then make sure I had the correct ones listed. And then I said something else and I don't remember what it was. Okay. Price change. Oh yeah. So last year I was only paying like $80. This was back in 2022. I started in May 2022. $80 a month. Keep in mind that Shopify now is at $103 a month. I believe, or maybe a little bit more. I don't know. But I know that price has increased, so keep that in mind. They do have like, sometimes they do get 3 months free for like, and then only like $1 a month. I don't know. Maybe it's not 3 months free and $1 a month. Or get Shopify for $3 a month for the first 3 months. And then, they usually have deals like that. So sometimes you definitely want to take advantage of that. I know I didn't, because at the time they weren't doing that, which I was kind of upset about, because like a whole month into me launching my business and my website, it was like, oh, for real? Like, you guys did not have this for months that I was looking, and y'all want to start doing this deal now. Whatever, because that would have helped out so much my first few months. Let's see. Now we're going to go into applying for certifications. And I'm talking about like women-owned, veteran-owned, all those certifications. This is the part that I'm not going to go too deep into, because it can become real complicated real fast. And so I'm just going to try to explain what happened with me and what I had to change and fix along the way to get to where I am right now. So first and foremost, I wasn't going to like register for any of that just yet. Like, I don't know why I didn't do that in the beginning. Yeah, I can't tell you why I didn't do it. I was literally just sitting here thinking about it, going, I don't know why I didn't do it. Yeah, there's no excuse. But I decided last year, August 2022, to go ahead and go, you know what, I want to get my women owned, because I feel like people need to know that this business is actually owned by a woman, and that I am a Black woman, and that I am a veteran, like, because people don't seem to believe me when I tell them that I am a veteran, and they're like, wait, what? And I'm just like, seriously? Like, why can't I be a veteran? That's maybe because I'm just nice or something. I don't know. I should probably be. I wasn't nice back in the day. So anyone who's known me, I was not a nice person. But I probably shouldn't have said that. It doesn't matter. But it's already out there. Anywho, so I did a little research and was on the Small Business Administration, SBA website, or it could be association, or is it administration? I just know it's SBA.gov. Anyway, so I was on there, and they do have like a list of third-party providers that you can go through and do your certifications. The couple that I've looked at, or the few that I've looked at, it was pricey. And I was like, I don't have money for that. Like, I'm working as a paraprofessional at a high school, and I'm not making much sales. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't have that kind of money. And my boyfriend, we have 6 kids. Like, I have 2 of my own, and he has 4 of his own from his previous marriage, and I have 2 from my previous marriage. And so it's kind of like, it's one of those things where, no, like, money is tight as it is with 6 kids. And so it's not one of those things that we just throw around money like that. And I don't have the luxury of family to turn to for financial assistance. And pretty much, I know a lot of people are in the same boat as me. Not with the 6 kids, but with the, don't have the luxury of family to turn for financial help. So I was like, well, there has to be a way to do this without them. And to do it for free, I could see why people pay for this stuff. But anyway, not to go too deep into that. I said I wasn't going to, but here I was about to go sidetrack. So what I did is that you have to go into sam.gov. You have to apply, create the account first. Create the account, sam.gov, create your account. It is sam.gov. Create your account, whatever the case may be, and then you have to go in and click on Get Started. The Get Started is where you start registering for an entity. Now, keep this in mind, because for me, this is where I messed up. Okay, like, I didn't read everything on the Women's Own, and I probably should have. I just skimmed through. It was like, okay, so I just have to go to sam.gov. Let me go to get that done. I sometimes get ahead of myself. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do. I jump ahead and go, okay, let me just get this done real quick so that way I can get back to doing this and this and this. When you're a mom and a stepmom and you have a dog, you got a cat, you got the 6 kids running around, you got a business you're running, you got product you got to make, you got orders to fulfill, you don't realize how fast you're moving. And for me, I was skimming through the information, and it was like, okay, got it. Whatever. Let me just go do this. And then go, holy smokes, months later. So, I did all this back in August of 2022, okay? It was August, September, October, November, December, January 2023. No progress. And I was like, what? I applied. I requested for registration and all this stuff, and was nothing. So I went back on there. I logged in every month like crazy. Was logging in every month. My dog is moving around my table. I was, logging in like crazy every month, and nothing was moving. The only thing that I saw was that they're backlogged. Okay, that they're backed up and they have an overwhelming amount of applications to go through. So in January of 2023, I went back on there. Nothing happened. Pretty much I had to restart all over. Like, it was completely gone. And it was like, just last month, it was here, and now it's not here. So I had to go through the whole process again. So I did exactly what I did the first time, which was I put financial awards only, which don't do that. All right, so I went in to go claim my business, and realized that for some reason it would not let me claim my business. I was like, okay, something is wrong. This is February 2023. So I spent the next week or two trying to figure out what was happening, and I come to find out that when I did my sam.gov, I did the whole thing completely wrong. I went for financial awards only, where with a Woman's Own, you need all awards. And so I had to go in and redo my registration with the sam.gov, and pretty much do it again. I request it to be all awards, and that point, that's where everything starts aligning up properly. So once that goes through, it takes about 15 days is what it says. It says it could take 15 days and to give them a call. But technically, when you do give them a call, they'll be like, oh, no, I don't know why it says that it could take up to 20 days, which it actually did take 20 days for everything to go through correctly. So once that was done, now it's March 2023. I went back on there and tried to go further into my Women's Own application. Nothing. It was completely halted, and I could not figure out what was going on with it. I requested help from the help center. I've asked, multiple times, like, hey, what's going on? What do I got to do? No response, no anything. So I did a little bit digging, and I found that I need to request that they reset my business so that way I can reclaim my business. So that's what I did, and they reset it for me, and I had to reclaim my business. But I didn't find this out until like April last month, 2023, because right now it is May. So I didn't find that out until last month. And so once they reset it, I went through, did the whole shebang thing, and submitted it. And now it takes about 90 days for you to get your certification. Same thing with the Veterans Zone. Like, SAM.gov is literally connected to all these things. So you literally need a SAMS.gov account, do your unique entity ID number, request that. Go through the whole steps, make sure you put in all awards that you are doing business or organization, all awards or whatever, and then you go through the whole questionnaire thing of like your core questions, all that stuff. Make sure you have your documentations, like your articles of organization, all your business documents together, so that way you have that, because they're going to request that information when you have to upload it. For the Women's Own, you have to make sure that you have the same documentations along with your birth certificate showing that you were born a female. Now, please do not knock me for that. That's not my thing. I don't know why that is a thing, honestly, like why you have to upload your birth certificate, but I'm sure there's a reason. So please don't be knocking me for it. I'm just telling you what I had to go through to do it. And it is what it is. And that sounds so mean, but I don't know either. Like, I was sitting here, like, I literally have to, like, upload my birth certificate. Are you serious? I was like, okay. So, and that's what I did. I uploaded my birth certificate. So if you don't have a birth certificate or a copy of your birth certificate, you can literally go online and order a certified copy of it. And I think it's like $60, at least for me, because I was born in New York, born and raised in New York, and my birth certificate was $60, but I ordered that like 5-6 years ago, like twice, because I lost one and then had to do it again. So you could just say I spent $120 on my birth certificate. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, so, it's not hard, it's not difficult. This video is already long as it is. So if you're still watching, I appreciate you guys. But again, I'm not, a professional in this aspect of doing all the registration and everything. I just giving you guys my experience of what I went through, so that way you guys don't make the same mistakes. So in summary, register your business on LegalZoom.com. Make sure you register for your sales tax license. If you're going to do Women's Own or whatever the case may be, make sure you create a SAM.gov account. And make sure that when you're doing the SAM.gov account and you're applying for your unique entity ID number, you are putting all awards, and make sure that you do not try to claim your business on Women's Own until you have all that information done with SAM.gov correctly, so that way you don't have to go through the whole reset process like I have. And hopefully for you guys, it'll go by faster versus however long it took me. I believe it was freaking 8-9 months, and it felt that long. But hopefully, this helps you guys, and I want to wish you guys the best of luck. And if you're looking to start a business right now, do it today. I'm going to say that I'm proud of you, even though I don't know you, but I'm proud of you. If you're looking for any type of support, someone to talk to, a mentor or whatnot, I'm here. Talk to me anytime. I'm here for you. So thank you guys so much. I hope to see y'all soon next week. Bye.